And we're back. We got Shadow of Mordor
with
Liliathal.
Lilith.
Lil-
That's for all you Supernatural fans out there.
Is that a supernatural character?
Yeah, she was a pretty big deal in the beginning. All right, so are we gonna find this guy or what?
Yeah, I mean,
see, now he's pegged.
I had him pegged before, but what I did, see, look at the map. I mean, he's
there,
here.
isn't he?
But
you're just finding everybody that's not him.
Yeah, so you should do the same thing. Turn into Shadow Boy here.
Hold on, Shadow Boy.
Shadow Boy.
I think he's over there.
Do you? Do you think everybody else saw that?
Oh God.
Oh God, that's gonna be.
They're not near close enough to that.
Are you sure?
Don't go back up there. They don't know where you are.
Yeah, they do.
There's a guy.
That's our guy. I'm
Oh.
hurting. Can I? Yes, I can. Man, this guy does damage.
You know, if you die,
Yes, I am aware of that.
suck their guts.
I don't think I can yet. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I think I'm like, oh Jesus. Nope. And that's the end. We failed.
Well, we finished without performing a drain, though.
Yeah, I mean, we
So-
did. We didn't do the other things though.
No.
All right. Well, I guess.
Oh, I see. We get on the elite leaderboard.
Yeah. I don't want to be anything but elite. Because I'm an elite kind of person.
Gotcha.
So I suppose we start
failed.
over. We failed. Do
Yep.
you get the controller then, since I failed?
Well, yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, that only makes sense.
That guy did so much damage. It was literally, if he hits you, you're dead. It's probably because she's a girl. And that's not sexist, but she literally can't take as much damage.
So, speaking of that, I was listening to the radio
Of
today.
sexism?
Yes.
Okay.
I-
Or if girls not.
Great
Let's-
topic, I know.
Let's just, okay.
I was listening to the radio today, and they have this ad for a political running mate for the Republicans. Yes, Republicans.
Okay.
I'm not going to name who she is, but they say
For the Republicans.
yes.
You just said she. I have an idea of
it's a she.
who she
for
is.
the Republicans.
Okay.
It's not Ben Carson.
It's not Ben Carson.
That is confirmed.
Then I have no idea who we're talking about.
That is confirmed. Yep. But in this commercial, they say that she is she broke the glass ceiling.
Okay.
Now, my question is she going to fix the glass ceiling? Because I would imagine glass ceilings are not cheap things to own.
Are you familiar, Nate, with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Classic movie. Well,
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, the book?
which was the original movie?
The original was Willy Wonka. No.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
know.
The original. Let's imagine the original.
Okay.
This is going to be a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen
Okay, that movie came
this
out
old
in like
this old movie.
75.
Well, I'm not going to ruin it. It's a good movie.
The book was written in like the 20s.
Right.
So
So if you haven't seen the movie, pause, go watch the movie, or rent the book, or listen to the audiobook if you can find it. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But at the end of it, Charlie Bucket, our hero, rides on an elevator.
wait, that's his real last name?
Yeah.
Wow, these are the same exact people.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're pretty close. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And I think the person that killed you is this guy.
Zoom in once. No, that wasn't him.
Because the guy who killed you had a bow. He definitely had a bow.
That guy does too, doesn't he? No, go down. Go down to the bottom.
No, he has a spear. Those are spears.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I-
Who the heck killed me?
this
Yeah, it
guy's
was that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Charlie Bucket.
That's his real last name, though?
Yeah. Why would I make that up?
It just seems like a weird last name.
Well, it is, but it's, they're English. Not that that means anything. Not- but
okay.
his last name's Bucket.
Okay.
Anyway, so he wins the prize. And that prize happens to be giving an entire factory to a child, which was probably not the best management decision. But regardless, Charlie Bucket wins, and they go into this elevator, and the elevator breaks a glass ceiling. So I wonder if this she publican is a fan of Willy Wonka, or if they even knew that they might be making a very intelligent reference to a good book. I would like to think that that is not the case.
No, you know what they were referencing when they said she broke the glass ceiling?
What's that?
Because she went from secretary to CEO.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yes.
right. I think they even say she broke the glass ceiling when she went from secretary to CEO.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm aware of the commercial now that
But
you say that.
in the literal sense, I'd be pissed if someone broke the
glass
ceiling and
Like,
then
if you're-
just goes on the radio like, I broke the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be less than ideal, I suppose. Especially if you own a greenhouse. Or
yes, greenhouses.
or the Louvre. Could you imagine if she broke the Louvre?
What's the place? Is that the Louvre in the Da Vinci Code
Yes.
with like the
Where the Mona Lisa
glass
is? The pyramid? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the Louvre.
That is the Louvre. So there you go. Not only is this an entertaining podcast, and by podcast I mean game channel. I guess if you just listen to it, it'd be kind of like a podcast.
Yeah,
but it is also educational.
But then you wouldn't see the nice rain that is falling down.
Honestly, if you stop for a second, like you can even see the rain like pouring off of her. Honestly, this game has pretty good graphics. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's close to 2 years old now, probably a year and a half.
Not to be an elitist, but
It looks better on PC,
yeah,
I'm sure it does.
Much better.
but it looks pretty good on this. It's held up pretty well.
I forgot I can't drain people.
Well, you haven't yet, so
Just throwing people. Someone killed that Uric.
you can't drain or brand. I wonder, though, if you can. Well, I guess there's not a lot of reason to dominate anybody.
Oh, that's my guy.
What does he do? Vulnerable to stealth. You could just shadow kill him and call it a
No,
day.
shadow killing is not a stealth finisher.
It's. Yeah, you're right. This game is also, at least when I first started playing it, almost uncharacteristically brutal for Lord of the Rings.
Well, like,
I mean, if you look at the books, not so much, but if you watch the movies, I mean, the movies are just shy of being family movies.
that's a cool weapon he had.
That sound effect for shanking him was a little early.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, the movies are just ever so slightly, violent for a family movie, but they're certainly not like cutting heads and blood flying movies.
Yeah,
This
there's
was
a nice, like, fine line that some movies tread very well across when it comes to, like, exciting combat and just way too brutal. I can't think of one that's way too brutal, but
300 gets pretty close.
yeah, but they do that slow motion thing.
They do,
it's
so
less
it's
brutal.
it makes it less brutal. All right,
Everybody knows slow motion makes things less brutal.
right. But this game just kind of came. I don't want to fight this guy. What are you thinking? Oh, we're starting from this side now, huh?
Well, I just didn't want to do the same thing you did.
Right.
You could go kill those 3 guys again.
I could. I don't
I just
want
wanted to
though.
kill someone with a stealth finisher.
Vulnerable to combat, damaged by range. I think we killed this guy last time. Only one way to find out. Let's go
No,
kill
I
him.
don't think we did.
Maybe this guy just happened to be at the same place that you were when we were finding all the guys that weren't who you were looking for.
Was he up there?
I think so. Maybe you did kill this guy just because he happened to be there. Anyway, so this game, very brutal for a Lord of the Rings game, and I think kind of surprisingly to everybody. Look at all that.
Sometimes, though, kills just aren't brutal enough. Like, for instance, when you brand a captain,
Uh-huh.
and you go to, like, squeeze their head and just
And you
blow it,
squeeze and the
blow
head
it up,
doesn't
and then
explode?
they just, like, pass out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think
Like,
it's
I
because
wish their head would explode.
Well, in this game, one of the mechanics, which I'm sure you're aware of, is... Oh, here's a guy. Ronk the Blackthorn. Nope, just
think he does?
Blackthorn. That's a great question. That's actually a legitimate, good question. But in this game, if you don't take off their head, then they can still come back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why they make it so you can't just, dominate and be done.
And I found out that
Combat finish.
they're more likely to come out if you don't kill them based on their weakness.
Like they're more likely to come back?
Yeah, if you don't kill them based on their weakness. Because really, once I got to the second...
Oh, geez, this guy is weak.
The second zone,
That wasn't good.
he's a finisher.
This guy is hurting. Man, I'm kind of sucking this time around, aren't I? Oh,
What do you mean
he
this
died.
time around? How did he die?
I don't know. I wonder if I have a thing on my sword.
Oh, that
maybe a
makes
rune
him
that makes
bleed.
him bleed, yeah. Let me just,
No one makes you bleed
Rune
your
it
own
up.
blood.
Alright, well, I guess your
Here we
turn.
go. +1 for knowing weakness is what it said.
What do you mean this time?
What do you mean? What do you mean this time?
I don't know.
I'm saying we have died once.
This is,
What the
I think
heck?
this is a captain.
That's why I couldn't kill him. Barfa. What a...
He sounds like a real nice guy. Legitimately nice. Oh,
Wow.
we are just swimming through these guys. But I think
Well.
that's a good place to stop for this vid.
That's just how good I am. I play for 30 seconds. Kill a guy.
Yeah, I know. And we still haven't gotten to the guy we're going for. But yeah, next time on Game Eaters, we'll pick right back up.
You gotta wink at the camera.
And hold on, let me just.
Oh, that would have been right there. Just wink. You gotta get out of there. Look at all
I know,
these people.
I realize, but I think it's gonna be over soon. Let me just. Oh, I must have used one of my things.
Yeah, you chopped off that guy's head.
Well, then let's do it now.
Boom. Oh, there's a guy right there.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh's right.
Shadow mount him.
Yeah, this guy is just bleeding and bleeding.
Hopefully this guy's not a mount eater.
Fear of burning, but nothing's burning.
Shoot his foot. Oh, that works.
And I took his head.
Well, he lived up to his namesake.
Wink.